All right, welcome to this explainer. Let's just dive right in today because we're exploring something pretty incredible. I want you to imagine, just for a second, that there's this special life changing guarantee waiting out there just for you. We're talking about a concept called the heavenly guarantee. It's based on an amazing devotional we're exploring today, which is essentially written to help 10-year-olds and really all of us understand the deep, awesome power of answered prayer. It's a concept that promises to completely transform how you face every single day. So let's get into it. So, what exactly is a heavenly guarantee? Well, think about it like this. You know when you get a brand new toy or maybe a new video game console or a bike, and it comes with that little piece of paper in the box? Right, that paper is a guarantee. It's a promise from the creator that this thing is going to work perfectly, exactly as intended. Well, the devotional we're looking at today suggests that you have actually been offered an amazing guarantee for your own life. But what exactly are the terms of this deal? The guarantee starts with a super famous promise from the Bible. Ask, and it shall be given to you. Seek, and ye shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you. That's Matthew 7:7. The devotional tells us that if you could just feel how much peace heaven wants to give you right now through sincere prayer, honestly, it would change everything. In fact, it's described as literally the most important lesson you can possibly learn. Like, so important that you shouldn't even bother trying to learn other life lessons until you've got this one down. Sincere prayer is basically the way you cash in on this guarantee. Moving on to section 1, talking to your best friend. Sometimes people think of prayer as this boring chore, right? Just a memorized list of words you have to say before bed or before eating dinner. But this lesson completely flips that idea upside down. It's actually about talking to God like he's your absolute best friend. You can lay your most secret thoughts wide open to him, mainly because, well, he already knows everything anyway. Think about it. Since God is all-powerful and we're just humans, you're opening up to someone who knows your biggest fears and your wildest dreams and loves you no matter what. You don't have to hide a single thing when you talk to God. You can't always do that with other people, but you can definitely always do it with him. Section 2. How prayer changed Jacob. So, does this guarantee actually work in real life? Let's look at the incredible true story of a man named Jacob. He started out pretty weak. He was a man of feebleness and defects. He made a ton of mistakes and messed up, just like we all do sometimes. But he leveled up to become a prince with God. Now, how do you do that? How do you go from making all those mistakes to literally being a prince? Well, purely by cashing in on his heavenly guarantee. He prayed with real faith, and it totally transformed who he was. Which brings us to section 3, praying when you're busy. Okay, picture this. Imagine having a massive mountain of chores to do at home, or this huge pile of schoolwork that's due tomorrow. You feel rushed, the pressure's on, and you feel like you literally don't even have a minute to breathe. Step 1 from the devotional tells us, do not let that busyness separate you from God. It's super easy to get careless when we're stressed out. Step 2 says to pray to the physician-in-chief. So think of God as the ultimate master healer, and just ask for help. Because when you do that, step 3 happens. You gain a clear head and sharp ideas to actually get all that critical work done. The time you spend praying is exactly what gives you the focus you need. And here's the thing. Having the amazing, unmatched love of Jesus inside your heart, that is your ultimate protection. It acts like an unbeatable shield that actively drives out the enemy when they try to drag you down or take over your thoughts. When you stay close to that unparalleled love, it completely renews you. It keeps you totally safe from the things that want to cause you harm. So the question is, how do we build up this super strength every single day? Well, it's by being patient when hard things happen, or every trial patiently borne. It's by remembering to say thank you for the good stuff, every blessing thankfully received. And it's by saying no when you're tempted to do the wrong thing, every temptation faithfully resisted. Doing these 3 things every day acts like building blocks. The devotional promises that they're going to build you up into a super strong person in Jesus Christ. And honestly, the absolute best part is that all of this strength is gained through the prayer of faith. That is the engine that powers the whole shebang. And that takes us to section 4, Jesus prayed in hard times. If you ever feel like this is just too hard, remember that even Jesus needed to use this exact same tool. When he was preparing for a massive challenge, he didn't just tough it out on his own. In the evening, he would resort to the solitude of the mountains to get away from all the noise. At night, he spent the whole time in prayer to his Father. And by morning, he had laid hold upon the exact strength he needed from above to face those great trials. He took the time to connect with his Father to get that strength. I mean, if the ultimate guide needed to do this, it kind of shows us just how absolutely crucial it is for us, right? Which brings us to our final question for this explainer. The next time you face a massive challenge, whether it's a giant pile of schoolwork, a really tough situation with your friends, or you're just feeling completely overwhelmed, will you remember to cash in your heavenly guarantee? Will you remember your direct connection to your absolute best friend, Jesus, who's waiting right now to give you a clear head, sharp ideas, and heaven's promised rest? It's an amazing guarantee that never expires, but you have to make the choice to actually use it. Thank you so much for joining me to explore this awesome topic today. Keep learning, and I'll catch you next time.